You were on one of those subs. I watched the story you did for CBS this morning. I almost had a panic attack watching you get into that thing. It's so small. How big is it, and how long were you told you could survive in it?
It's about the size of a minivan, but it's a cylinder, so it holds 5 people. There's no chairs, there's no couches. You are sitting on the floor with your back against the curved sides. As I'm sure you've heard, there's 4 days worth of air. There's 3 different systems. There's as your previous guest referred to, there's a scrubber, the same ones they have in spacecraft, that converts the carbon dioxide you breathe out back into oxygen. If that fails, there are these, they look like fly strips. You hang them from the ceiling, that they're backup scrubbers. And if that fails, they have scuba tanks, oxygen tanks, under the floor of this thing that you can pull out. But there's no food and water apart from the one sandwich and the one water bottle you bring with you. All there is by way of a toilet is basically a big Ziploc bag.
Oh my gosh. All right. At one point when you were on the sub, you lost communication with the mothership on the surface, only for about 2.5 hours, right? And what did you do when you lost communication? Did you just drift around, or what happened?
I should be clear on this. So they never lost contact with the sub. There's a ship on the surface that can send short text messages down to the sub beneath the sea. There's no GPS underwater. There's no radio underwater. So all they can do is send these little text messages. The submersible does not know where it is relative to the Titanic. It might be right over there. It might be right over there. They can't see anything. There's no windows except a tiny round porthole at one end. So up on the ship, the control room looks down and says, it's off to your right by 100 yards. They direct the sub. So what happened for a few hours last summer was during one of these dives, the ship on the surface was giving directions to the submersible on the seafloor that were wrong. Something went wrong with the directional system, and they spent the whole day looking for this Titanic, never found it, and so these passengers who'd paid $250,000 a head had to come back to the surface having seen nothing.
So I got to get your reaction when you hear that they've lost this sub, that they lost control and communication of it after an hour and 45 minutes into the descent, which I think that's about how long it takes to get down there, or no?
That would be about halfway down, 2/3 of the way down. 2/3
of the way down. And then by 9 p.m. Sunday night, at launch Sunday morning, they reported it missing. What do you imagine is happening on board?
So, first of all,
aside
some
from
context.
Panic, I mean, I just can't, you know.
Yeah. This is the only submersible in the world still operating that can go to the Titanic. So it is a one-off. It is a one-of-a-kind. There's not, you know, it's not like an iPhone made by the thousands. There's one of it made by this one man who's had experience building airplanes and submarines, Stockton Rush. He runs the company. And so you know going in that, you know, it's not going to be Delta Airlines level safety. You sign a waiver. It says, these are all the different ways I could die. I mean, they outline it for you. So there's so many mechanical problems and weather delays. I mean, on my dive to the Titanic, we only got 37 feet down when there was a mechanical problem, and we had to come back up to the surface. And that's typical. I mean, they take tourists out for a week at a time, and so far this summer, they've barely made it to the Titanic even once, even though during each week they have 5 potential days to dive. So you are well aware that there's an improvised quality, there's a dangerous quality, that it's something that is not made for consumers.
Is there a way, you said there, is there a way to radio for help if you're on that sub?
There's no way to radio for help. There's no, radio waves don't travel underwater. So there are 2 systems of communicating with the submersible. One is every 15 minutes, it sends out a ping, an audio ping. Sound waves travel through water. So the surface ship picks that up and says, okay, they're still alive. The second way is while they're within sound range, they can send little text messages, short text messages that say, usually it's, you know, the Titanic is 100 yards to your right, that kind of thing. They've lost both of those signals. That's not what happened last summer. This is really terrifying. I mean, if you think about it, there could only be one of two things that have happened. So if the power went out, then they couldn't send pings and they couldn't send texts, but maybe they came to the surface and they're bobbing away someplace. I will say they have 7 redundant ways to get to the surface. They have 3 different kinds of weights they can drop. They have propellers that push them up. They have airbags they can inflate 7 different ways, and several of them work even if the power is gone. So if they are alive, they should have been able to get to the surface using one of these methods. Unless one of 2 bad things have happened. One is that they got snagged on something, maybe one of those ghost nets, the big fishing nets that fishermen cut loose, or maybe a piece of the Titanic, or the worst case scenario is that there was a leak in the pressure vessel, and that would be an instantaneous implosion.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.